Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another book review. This is the fourth book in the Wrinkle in Time Quintet and it's called Many Waters. And this one deals with Sandy and Dennis, they're brothers. And Sandy, that's his nickname because his real name's Alexander and he follows a unicorn and he gets himself caught into another dimension where there are giants. And it's actually quite intriguing because we come across manticores, well, and seraphim. And the Nephilim are the only ones that can reproduce. The seraphs cannot. And they find themselves wanting to return back home so they can go about their daily mundane business. In this case, it would be to have another cup of cocoa. But it only mentions the Murray family in passing. But it's really interesting, and I really enjoyed reading it. It was quite good. And to me, it was extremely short. I just think that the cover's really beautifully made. And originally, I had never read the Quintet before. And I'm coming quite close to finishing it. And the last one's called An Acceptable Time. This was originally published in 1986. And Noah is in this as well as Noah's Ark. And I thought that was really intriguing that they would include all these biblical names like Japheth, Obama, and trying to see. Yeah, Noah's building an ark basically in preparation for a giant flood. That's why it's called Many Waters, but it's very different from other books that I've read. It's just nice to have that background in the Old Testament if you're familiar with it. But they're able to find a way out through one of the giants, and they're given safe passage back to their home. And my friend was asking me if the unicorns were time travelers. I'm like in the second book, which is A Swiftly Tilting Planet. Actually, no, that's Wind of the Door and A Swiftly Tilting Planet. Swiftly Tilting Planet is more about the unicorn that Gladiator, that's the one that Charles Wallace meets. And the Wind in the Door doesn't have anything to do with that. That's the Eckathori. Excuse me. I'll get this right. Swiftly Tilting Planet is when we're introduced to Gladiator. And he was asking me if other unicorns in the series were the same way. It doesn't seem that they are. I think Gladiator is the only one that was able to do so. But it's sort of strange that she would have time-traveling unicorns not born from eggs. It doesn't really state that they are, but if you've read Swiftly Tilting Planet, you're kind of expecting that the time-traveling unicorns would have been developed from eggs, but that's not even mentioned here, so I thought that was kind of a grievous plot hole, but yeah, nonetheless, it's still very interesting, because I think it's Japheth that was talking to Sandy, or maybe it was Dennis. I think it was Dennis. He states to Dennis, well, unicorns are, and then they're not. And I thought, okay, so are these unicorns exactly like Gladiator? Apparently they are, and there's more than one. I only thought that there was one. Anyway, it was, though it was extremely intriguing, there really isn't a whole lot connected with this, with the series in and of itself. Although Meg and Charles Wallace, they're mentioned in passing, but they're not key figures in this particular part of the quintet. That was my only nag, but despite that, I absolutely loved reading it, and I can't wait to read An Acceptable Time, which is the final book in the quintet. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, tutti.